MSU TV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSU TV is signing on.
The Active Minds organization is promoting positivity on campus. Take a look at the homecoming banquet and see how MSU kicked off the basketball season with Hardwood Hysteria. All this and more, now on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Mary Dameron. Here's what's making headlines for October 15th, 2015.
Montgomery County schools were closed Wednesday after 3 anonymous threats were found at the schools in the past week. School leaders say a threat was found written on a bathroom wall at the Montgomery County Intermediate School on Tuesday, following 2 similar threats found on bathroom walls at McNabb Middle School within the last week. On Wednesday, school leaders and local law enforcement inspected the intermediate school. School leaders say the message lacked credibility and are just copying a similar threatening message found at the Eastern Kentucky University campus just last week. In a letter sent home to parents Tuesday, school leaders called the messages, quote, very poor behavior by a very small number of students. Fall break was already scheduled to begin in Montgomery County on Thursday. Students will return to school on Tuesday. Montgomery County school leaders say they are working with police to investigate the threats. They've also created a talk and text tip line to allow anyone to report possible unsafe conditions. The number for the tip line is 859-279-4300.
Classes resumed for students at Eastern Kentucky University for the first time Wednesday after a threat was found last week in a bathroom stall that said, "Kill all by 10/8/15. EKU officials canceled class for the second half of last week after the threat was found, and the school was on fall break this past Monday and Tuesday. Campus police say that they have been interviewing persons of interest, but they are still asking anyone with information to call them. Police are offering a $10,000 reward to anyone who gives them information that leads to an arrest.
Police have arrested a Union College student that they say wrote a threatening message on campus. Barberville police have charged 18-year-old Connor Kelly with terroristic threatening. Police say Kelly wrote a message on a bathroom wall in the campus library that said, quote, kill them all tonight. Police say that once they tracked down Kelly, he admitted he wrote the message. Barberville police say that they believe Kelly's knowledge and following of the Eastern Kentucky incident may have played a role in the fact that he posted the message. Kelly also plays baseball for Union College. Police said they used interviews and surveillance video to identify him as the suspect.
5 pastors and a deacon met with Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear's chief of staff on Tuesday to again urge the outgoing governor to accommodate Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis's wishes to not issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. The ministers from 4 counties gave the governor's office a petition they said had 1,700 names, asking the governor to call a special session of the state legislature so lawmakers could pass a law exempting Davis and others from issuing marriage licenses. Beshear cannot run for re-election because of term limits. Beshear's chief of staff told the pastors the governor would not call a special session because it would cost too much money for an issue that only affects a few county officials. Tuesday's meeting comes 3 weeks before Kentucky's election for governor.
Morehead State University held its homecoming banquet this past Friday. Alumni and friends welcomed 7 new inductees into the MSU Hall of Fame. NewsCenter's Courtney Howell was there.
Morehead State University welcomed 5 new members into the Alumni Hall of Fame during its homecoming banquet.
Wow, just pulling up on campus. I haven't been here in too long, so I'm super excited, and family here, friends here. It just makes it so much more special.
Inductee Chuck Charles is a 1974 graduate of Morehead State University. He is the mayor of Ashland as well as the vice president and chief development officer for Our Lady of Bellefonte Hospital Foundation.
It's just a great feeling. It's almost surreal. I tell you, I'm so excited, and I'm so humbled to be among the elite of the university.
Jim Wells was also inducted into the 2015 Athletic Hall of Fame. He spent nearly 40 years in direct association with Morehead State University and served more than 17 years in athletic administration.
They talk about lifetime achievement awards. That's what this is. It's a career achievement. The fact is you're able to help people, and that's what you want to do. You stay at the place you love, Morehead State, and you help the students there.
The Alumni Hall of Fame inductees weren't the only ones sharing past memories. The Morehead State University class of 1965 celebrated their 50th class reunion.
I do have one. Part of it's photography.
Alumni and friends ended the evening with dinner and the presentation of the 2015 Athletic and Alumni Hall of Fame members. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Courtney Howe.
Rodburn Elementary School held its Fall Festival last Friday, hosted by MSU students. NewsCenter reporter Jacob Valerio has the story.
I'm currently standing outside of Rodburn Elementary School, where many parents have brought their kids out to enjoy the festivities and raise a little bit of money for the school.
I'm here tonight helping with the Rodburn Fall Festival. We started this project with our leadership students in 2002.
And ever since then, every year, our students have came to Rodburn Elementary to help this very worthwhile cause. This is the largest fundraiser the school has every year, and it's our privilege and our pleasure to be able to participate and work with such a fine school.
Tonight is a night where the students get to come and have fun with lots of games, with some other interaction with our community members of our MSU students that get to come in, and we really appreciate them helping to sponsor this program and helping us with that night.
I really enjoyed helping put this together this year. It's put a whole new aspect on what all goes into this night. It's a lot of work, a lot of fun. The kids love it.
MSU students hosting the Fall Festival here at Rodburn Elementary School has been a long-running tradition for many years, and they hope to keep it up for many to come. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Jacob Valerio.
Stick around after the break with weather brought to you by Michael.
Yo, why you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Michael Jane. Now taking a look at our weather. Right now in Morehead, it is currently sunny with a high of 68 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. We're going to look at our record temperatures for this time of the year. The record high is 88 back in 1897. Our record low is 27 back in 1937. Our normal high for this time of the year is 67 degrees, so it's a good temperature, and our normal low is 46 degrees. Taking a look at our current temperatures, in Ashland we have 65, we have 66 down in Jackson. Over in Owensboro we have 76, and down in Bowling Green we have 75. We're going to take a look at our current radar brought to you from WKYT. We have clear skies, not a cloud in the sky right now, and it's going to stay like that for a little while. And now taking a look at our 24-hour planner. Around 8 p.m. tonight it's going to be in the low 60s. We're going to have a pretty quiet evening. Around midnight, it's going to get into the low 50s, a pretty cool night. So you might want to get a jacket if you're going out. Around 8 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to have 43 degrees. It's going to be pretty chilly. And around 1 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to top off with about 57 degrees. Still going to be pretty cool, but a pretty nice day. Now I'm going to send it back over to the desk with Jacob for NewsCenter notices.
Thanks so much, Michael. I'm joined tonight by graduate student Tim Scouta, and he's here to talk to us about his experiences with the free speech area here on campus.
The wonderful experience.
Yes. So where is this free speech area located?
That's a good question. That's part of the issue. The free speech area is in this very vaguely described sort of nebulous place. It's approximately, it's in the area of, I think is how the description begins. I have a photo that I brought.
Okay.
It's a wide shot, and it'll show where the area is. It's by, as you can see, I think that's the medium shot, but that's fine. As you can see, it's on that platform.
Okay.
And I think if you measured it, it might be 20 by 20, something like that. And take a look at the next picture. This is what blew me away. This is last year, September 17th, Constitution Day. That guy is a member of SGA, and the way they noted the occasion was to read the Constitution aloud in the free speech area. A little ironic.
Yeah.
Free speech.
So what brought about your interest in this area, and how did you come across the policies?
Well, I found the policies in on a page of MSU's website.
Okay.
Or I found one version of them. There that is. Now, if you look at that, it says that the area was created in the late 1960s. But I was an undergraduate here in 1985. Never heard of it.
Okay.
So I don't know. And again, it doesn't describe the location or the specifics of usage very well.
Yeah, so who have you reached out to regarding the specifications of this free speech area?
Everybody. Okay. The ACLU was involved about a year ago. They thought it was resolved October 24th of last year when the MSU attorney replied to them and said that it was being worked on, it's under review, so on and so forth. A year has passed next week.
And here's the letter right now.
Yeah. So I sent a letter to the Board of Regents, each individual regent, before the last meeting. And after I did that, this is the response I finally got from the MSU General Counsel. And if you look at her letter, there are all kinds of vague terms in there. It's just, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Well, that's all the time that we have tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
And we're going to kick it back over after the break and take an extended look at weather with Michael.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna...
Break into song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. Now taking an extended look at weather. Currently in Moorhead, it's 68 degrees and sunny. We have 32% chance of humidity, and winds are west at 7 miles per hour. We're going to take a look at it in our 24-hour planner. As I said before, we have some clouds rolling in about 8 p.m. It's going to be about 63 degrees. Around midnight, it's going to drop into the low 50s. It's going to be pretty cool. Around 8 a.m. tomorrow, it's going to be in the low 40s, so definitely grab your coat for class. It's going to be pretty chilly out. And around 1 p.m. tomorrow, it's still going to be pretty cool, but it's going to be in the upper 50s. Our current temperatures again, we're looking at 65 in Ashland. We're looking at 71 over in Louisville, 76 in Owensboro, and down in Harlan, it is 70 degrees. We're going to look at our current radar. From our friends at WKYT, it's still clear out, not a cloud in the sky. It's going to stay like that for a while. And it feels pretty good out right now, actually. Our national radar, we're looking at some spotty showers down in the southwest. We also have some showers up around Michigan heading into Canada, but most of the U.S. is actually pretty clear right now, so that's looking pretty good. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of rain. Our low is 49 degrees, and the sunset is about 7 p.m. Tomorrow, it's also partly cloudy. It's going to be a high of 64 degrees, and the sunrise is going to be about 7:45 in the morning. Now we're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, Friday, it's going to be about 61 degrees, partly cloudy. Saturday, we're looking at 54 degrees, also partly cloudy. Sunday's just rising 1 to 55 degrees. It's still going to be partly cloudy for most of the week. Monday is going to be a high of 59 with a low of 41. Also partly cloudy, so we're looking at a pretty nice week. It's not going to be too hot, but it's not going to be too cold. It's rising a little bit on Tuesday to about 66 degrees. It's going to be a mixture of clouds and sun. And on Wednesday, we're looking at 69 degrees, also partly cloudy. And we're topping off next Thursday with some showers rolling in at about 65 degrees. So we're looking at a pretty good week.
Yeah, definitely. Next week looks beautiful. But for homecoming, the weather was not usual as for usual homecomings. It was beautiful.
Perfect. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great for the football game, great for tailgating.
Oh, yeah.
It was so nice. But it's interesting when you look at the map of Kentucky how it's so warm towards the central part of the nation, and then once you get towards the coast, it's so cold.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, it's a very diverse area of temperature in Kentucky.
Yeah, for sure. And I can definitely feel the temperature here is definitely dropping, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Get up for classes in the morning and, you know, our mobile bundled up.
I think it was actually 44 degrees walking to class yesterday, so a little chilly, but...
yeah. Well, thanks, Michael, for the weather. Let's take it over to Eagle Athletics with Kenzie.
Your home for the Moorhead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports.
Moorhead State's Hardwood Hysteria brought in a big crowd last Saturday as the men's and women's basketball teams kicked off their 2015 season. Not only did the two teams battle in scrimmages, but the event also consisted of performances from the dance team and the 34-time national cheerleaders, a shooting contest, and a dunking contest, which was won by Lamontre Harris. After the event, the players even graciously gave out autographs to the eager fans. Hardwood Hysteria was a great way to kick off the season for the teams to showcase what they have worked on in the preseason and give the fans a preview of what the upcoming season is going to hold. NewsCenter caught up with Jared Ravenscraft from the men's basketball team to find out more.
Compared to this year to last year, I hope that the team improves on finishing games. You know, we had a lot of tough, close games last year that we lost, especially against Murray State in the OVC tournament. So I just hope that this year we can come together and finish games, finish strong, and finish the season strong, most importantly. I expect to win every game. We don't think that anybody else is better than us, but we're not that cocky either. So, like, I hope that we can win every game and go to the NCAA tournament this year. That's our main goal as a team, is to go to the dance and maybe win a game or two, go to the Sweet 16. But I've got high expectations for this team. So far, we've had about maybe 10 practices since school started, and we've been working out since June. So I feel like we've improved on our conditioning. I feel like this team's a lot faster because we play really fast and really hard in practice. And we got a good unit, and I just feel like we're in better shape right now than we were last year, so hopefully that'll pay off.
The regular season will begin on November 13th when both the men's and women's teams will be playing at home in Johnson Arena. The Morehead State football team was able to gain 484 yards this past Saturday against Butler in the homecoming game, beating them 34-21. The Eagles were able to move to 2-1 in the Football Pioneer League, which is good enough for the Eagles to be ranked second in the league. Senior running back Rob Harden was able to rack up 87 yards on 12 carries. Austin Gehafer also had a big day, going 23 of 38 from the field and also tossed 3 touchdown passes. On the defensive side, Justin Greer was able to get 2 interceptions, giving him 5 on the year. He ranks first in the nation in that category. MSU senior linebacker Luke Keller returned to action this past week after he once thought he would never get back on the field. He was able to tally 9 total tackles and also added a quarterback hit to the stat sheet. MSU has a bye week this weekend and will return to action next Saturday against the Campbell Fighting Camels. You can catch live video and stats of all MSU football games on MSUEagles.com. The Morehead State women's soccer team will take on number 1 Murray State tonight at 7 p.m. The Eagles are currently sitting at number 2 in the Ohio Valley Conference. The Eagles go into the contest on a 3-game winning streak, and they have won 4 of the last 5 contests. Freshman Danny Wilson was able to claim her second Offensive Player of the Week in the OVC for the season. Wilson played a role in each of the 3 goals scored in the Eagles' back-to-back wins against SIUE Edwardsville and Eastern Illinois. Make sure to support your Lady Eagles tonight at Janes Stadium. The first 100 students to attend the game will receive free Fazoli's breadsticks and MSU logo towels. You can also watch the match live on the OVC Digital Network. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. What women's alumni basketball player holds the record for career free throw percentage? Was it A, Candy Brown, B, Shay Steele, C, Casey Ryans, or D, Mackenzie Arledge?
You know, I'm going to think it's A, Candy Brown.
A feels really good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Candy.
It is Candy. She graduated in 2004 and started all 4 years for the MSU Eagles.
Awesome.
Wow. All right. Go Eagles. Thanks so much, Kinsey. More news after this.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also host art pieces created by Morehead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
Last Thursday, the Student Alumni Ambassadors hosted the 9th Annual Nearly Naked Mile. NewsCenter was able to speak to Philanthropy Chair Jenna Anderson about the event.
SAA sponsors it. SAA is the Student Alumni Ambassadors. Our purpose here at Morehead is to bridge the gap essentially between current students and alumni of Morehead and to make them still want to be involved here at Morehead and to relate to them. We work a lot with the president and host a lot of events. This event isn't directly related to alumni, but it is our philanthropy event that we do every year. It's a coat drive essentially. We raise coats to give back to Morehead's community. Some of them will be taken to Goodwill, some to Career Services, as well as some that are going to go directly to the Center for Regional Engagement to be given back to the community. But it's a run. People show up in their underwear and in funny costumes, and there's music and refreshments, and we want it to be a blast, but we also really just want to get those coats to give back to the community. The Nearly Naked Mile is really open to everybody. Largely our participants are students, but also people from the community, professors, alumni, anybody is really welcome to come. People can show up to the mile. Registration starts at 8:30, and just bring a coat or two, put them in our bin, sign their name down on the registration table, and we'll put a little marker on their hand, and that means that they can get a free t-shirt, which is awesome. And there's music and popcorn. You just kind of eat and dance and have fun and hang out until the race starts, and then you run your mile, and when they come back, we'll award prizes.
Students gathered on the ADEC lawn Monday for positivity and free pumpkins to bring awareness to mental health on campus. The event was hosted by the Active Minds organization. NewsCenter reporter Nick Oliver stopped by to learn more.
Scare Away the Stigma is about bringing awareness to mental health issues, breaking down stigma, and most importantly, it's about having fun. That's really how we're trying to get students out and involved by doing really fun things. So today we have some pumpkins out, and we want students to come and pin positive messages, and then also to follow us on Facebook and Twitter so they can know more about what's going on.
So this event is called Planting a Patch of Positivity, and so we're asking students to write messages on the pumpkins, and I think this is important so that students, they get overwhelmed sometimes, they get stressed. So any type of positivity is good for students.
One of the buttons we have over there says, I think, a really important fact that 1 out of every 4 college students has a diagnosable mental illness. So it's really important for us as a community to show support and that we're out here and resources are available.
Everybody has their own different struggle and they go through it in different ways, and this helps bring more positivity and help bring a little light of hope into someone's life.
We are having events all throughout the week, but Friday I definitely want people to come out. We are having prizes and information at the Fuzzy Duck at 6 o'clock. There'll be live music and also free pizza.
Students can follow us on Facebook or Twitter to find more information, and almost everything about our services is on MSU Counseling and Health Services website. So those are all good places to go.
Dole has issued a recall pulling over 33,000 bags of spinach because it could contain salmonella. The spinach was sold in 13 states, including Kentucky. Some samples of the spinach came up positive from salmonella, a foodborne bacteria that makes people sick. Dole has said the spinach was pulled during a random sample test conducted by the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Dole says this recall is voluntary and no illnesses linked to it have been reported. Dole's baby spinach and other salads are not included in the recall. The affected bags have a use-by date of October 15th.
The seasonal flu vaccine campaign will start with 2 clinics on the 3rd floor of ADEC on Wednesday, October 21st and Thursday, October 22nd from 8 a.m. to 3. Beginning Friday, October 23rd, flu vaccines will then be available at the university's Counseling and Health Service Center in Allie Young Hall. The vaccine will be given at no charge. However, all who have insurance need to bring their insurance cards at the time of service. Students, faculty, staff, and retirees can contact Counseling and Health Services to make an appointment, or students can go online to the health to schedule a nursing appointment. The flu vaccine will also be available at the MSU 2015 Employee Benefits and Wellness Fair, tentatively scheduled for November 10th from 10 a.m. to 2. Other arrangements may be made by calling the clinic to arrange a large group immunization off-site from the clinic. The CDC recommends a yearly flu vaccine for everyone 6 months of age and older as the first and most important step in protecting against this serious disease.
Finally tonight, more on a story we broke to you over the weekend on our social media accounts. Morehead State President Dr. Wayne Andrews has released a statement in regards to reports that Westboro Baptist Church plans to picket Morehead State on Monday. According to President Andrews, the group plans to be on campus Monday morning from 9:10 to 9:40. In the statement, President Andrews says, quote, "This group and others like it completely contradict the core values of Morehead State University. While they do have a right to peacefully assemble and protest on a public campus, our allowance of their presence should not be misunderstood as condoning their behavior or supporting their rhetoric." End quote. To read President Andrews' full statement, head over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/NewsCenterMSU. But that's going to be all the news that we have tonight. Like I said, you can find all of our news on Facebook and Twitter pages.
And you can check out every NewsCenter episode at msutv.net.
On behalf of Michael Jane with the weather, Kenzie Thompson with the sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Mary Dameron. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.